I have an earring. What do we like that? Okay, bitch, it dangles, yes. There was this girl I wanted to impress, so I walked up to her, I showed her the earring. She was like, oh, that's cute, where'd you get it? I was like, Claire's, in the mall. She said, oh, okay, I get it, you're gay. I was like, no, wait, why would you think I'm gay? I had shorter beard hair at the time, and she was very honest with me. She looked me right in the eyes, and she was like, dude, you look like if Freddie Mercury beat AIDS. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, a lot of people are updating their identities nowadays, and she identifies as a bitch, dude. I hate her very much, and so we're dating, and no, that's a hacky joke. I married her. She's my wife, and and it's nice, you know. We have a little apartment and a dog and a baby together, which is cute. Yeah. Well, that's my motto, really. Is I keep my friends close and my enemies pregnant. As soon as we figure out how to get men pregnant, I'm gonna fuck Trump, and. You know, that joke's supposed to be funny for both sides of the aisle, and instead, nobody likes it, which I've enjoyed. So, fuck you very much. Do we have any parents in the crowd? Yeah. Oh, are you a millennial parent? Yeah. Hell yes, dude. Okay, I'm a millennial parent. Our big thing was like, oh, I'm a millennial parent, we're not gonna lie to our kids. And then my daughter was born, and then I dropped her, and then she went to the ER, and then she got so much ketamine it started a Fish concert. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to lie to this bitch every single day. And I do. I lie to her every day. Because what happens when she gets just a little bit older and starts asking real questions I'm not ready to answer? Like what if she says, Daddy, where do babies come from? Or where did I come from? You think I can answer that truthfully? No, agreed. But let's play. Let's cosplay. I answer truthfully, okay. Daddy, where did I come from? And I say, well, sweetie, when a mommy and daddy love each other very much, what they do is, they get all dressed up, and then they drive into downtown Los Angeles, and they attend what's known as a Lil Wayne concert. And after a couple of Michelob Ultras, mommy turns to daddy and says, I would like to lick you like a lollipop. And hell yeah. Daddy gets pretty fucking excited. He runs around, he finds the nearest, and he gives her, what does he do? He gives her a sperm, you get it. There's many of them. You guys, yeah, anyway. Sweetie, so that's where they come from. 9 months later, a baby is born. That's where you came from, and it's also why your middle name is the Carter. Completely true, by the way. My daughter's name is Cleo the Carter Waitkus. It says it on the, yeah. I tell her all, and I say, I'm like, hey, listen, do not fuck with me, because we will have another one, and the Carter 2, way better than the first Carter. And the Carter 3 won a fucking Grammy, so she's well behaved, is what I'm trying to say. She's a nice lady. It's hard to be a parent, right? Hard to be a parent, because I just figured out how to live for me. I'm honestly still learning. And I'm supposed to also help this one learn how to be a person and like better herself. And she's not helping, by the way. She's not working out. She hasn't signed up for BetterHelp. I offered to take her on an ayahuasca retreat. She said no. I was like, fuck you, dude. She's not helping at all. I don't want to help, by the way, but I have to, because if I don't, then it's just gonna be her mom raising her. And then she'll grow up with her mother's sensibilities, and literally nobody wants that. And no, my wife's a good person. It has nothing to do with that. It's just that if she becomes more like my wife, then she'll have her sensibilities. And like, my wife fell in love with a loser comedian. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I have to give myself enough pep talks. I don't want to also have to coach her fucking boyfriend. You see? Okay. Who's out with their friends tonight? Best friends. Known them a long time. Yeah? You known him a long time?
This whole group right here.
You guys are besties. You're tight. Do you push each other's buttons? All the time. Great. Honestly, that's male camaraderie. I don't think women do that. Hey, give it up. Right here, give 1, 2, boom, boom, boom. Yes. This is male friendships. You know if you're really close with somebody if you abuse each other. Does that make sense?
No. God, yeah.
I feel like I'm splitting the room. I'm creating a gender war. No. Yes. Okay, dude, I get that. If you're a man and you're abusing your friends, they're your best friends. And I learned that the hard way. A long time ago, I got my first big show. It was at a real club. So all my friends, they came and sat in the front row, and I was worried that they were gonna heckle me, so I was preparing for that. But these are my best friends, so it didn't matter. What ended up actually happening was they didn't heckle me. One of them got up, and they went to the back room where I was sitting, and he said, hey man, have a good show. And then he kissed me. And it was the worst show I forgot my entire act. It was the worst show I've ever had in my entire life, and I will never forgive him for it. But don't feel bad for me, right? He's my best friend too. I was able to get him back. A couple years ago, I ran into him and I jerked him off before a custody hearing and he lost his kids. And so that's fun. Obviously, that's a joke, okay? I did not jerk my friend off. I blew him, but you guys are friends. That's good. Friends, I was out with my buddies the other day, and we were at a Mediterranean restaurant, and a guy got a pita pocket, and he said the weirdest thing to me. He was like, "Wow, this pita is delicious. It's like bread pussy." I was like, "Ew, you can't say that. That's wrong." And he's like, "Why can't I say that?" I didn't have an issue with how gross it was. It's just that the relationship is not reciprocal, right? You can compare food to sex. You can't compare sex to food. Does that track? I hear people say all the time, like, "Oh, this burrito's better than sex." Yeah, but imagine you're having sex with someone and you're like, "Oh, wow, this pussy's delicious. It's like flesh pita. She'd kill you." She would kill. Okay, burrito's better than sex. You can say that all day. But if you said, "This sex we're having reminds me of a gyro I had last Thursday," you're fucking... I'm so proud of that, and you guys are the worst. And no, you're good friends of mine, and I'm so happy you're here. Don't Google me, and let's do this right now. Do not Google me, and you weren't going to, but imagine you loved what I was doing right now, okay? I'm the best, and you're like, "Oh, I gotta find this guy." Do not Google me. Find me through some other medium, okay? Because when you Google yourself, actually, have you ever Googled yourself, sir? Was it what you expected? Because there's other people with your name, maybe? Yeah, and then maybe you're not doing as well as you think you are? Yeah, also true. Yeah. No, I have the same fucking problem. So I Googled myself the other day, and I found out that there's only 2 people. My name is Chris Waitkus, and I found out that there's 2 people with my name. That's good. That's good for my career. One of them is a comedian, and the other one is a convicted pedophile. And I'm the comedian, by the way. I feel like I should be very clear about that. You did not pay to see a pedophile. Yet. No, I'm kidding. Dude, that's ridiculous. No. But that's not even the worst part. This is the worst part. You Google, you type in my name. He's the top search result. He's number 1. That's bullshit, okay, dude? I've been doing comedy for 8 years. I've told thousands of jokes. This guy fucks 1 kid, and he's the number 1. Chris, in what world? Like, that doesn't make him better than me. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's part of the reason I'm here. I'm doing the taping, right, so that I could have a big year. But if I'm being completely real with you, I'm a little nervous about it, because what if he's competitive? You know what I mean? Because if I have a big year, I'm going to inspire him to have a big year. The truth is, I should be doing theaters right now, but I'm looking out for these kids. That's the truth. I deal with that a lot, man. I remember when my daughter was born, I hadn't done comedy in a couple of weeks, and we were in the hospital, and I really wanted to do a joke, and so I'm filling out paperwork. And I see a checkbox for circumcision, and I check yes on that, which I think is funny because she's a girl, right? And you know who didn't find that funny? The entire hospital. They were so fucking mad. They came in, they were like, "Yo, this has to be a mistake." Then I was like, I got to do the bit. I was like, "Actually, we live in Hollywood, and I'm hoping for her to be pretty successful one day." And that's a Jew joke. I did a Jew joke in a hospital, and you guys are looking at me like you're nurses at this hospital, bro. You look mad, dude. And but I was like, that's funny. Why didn't that work? And you guys, they're in med school, bro. They're prepping. I was like, why didn't that work? And then I realized I wasn't playing to the right audience. I didn't know my audience. Because we gave birth, my wife gave birth at Providence St. John's. It's right down the way. And it's a Christian hospital. And I was like, oh, as soon as I realized that, I scooped the baby up and I ran her over to the Jewish hospital, Cedars-Sinai, and they were all over it. They were like, "How short do you want her labia? Do you want her to win 1 Oscar or 2? It's a special we're offering. It's called the director's cut." Fuck you, that's brilliant, dude. Who's in a relationship and they live with their significant other? Like, I've lived with my wife for 7 years. I feel bad because she's still learning things about me. She learned something about me today. I was in the shower. I was shaving my balls. I was getting ready for this, actually. And I thought the stage would be a little bigger and then I'd have clean balls. You guys would get a great show because it's your eye line. But no, but that's not even the weird. The weird thing is, like, I only have 1 razor. I use my face razor to manscape. And, okay, I will defend that right now. Men in the room, if you only have 1 razor, give me a hell yeah. I've never felt more alone in my entire life. Whatever, dude, you're all on my wife's side, apparently, because she comes into the bathroom and she's like, oh my God, that's disgusting. You use your face razor to shave your ball. That's gross. Chris, with that logic, I bet you use your toothbrush to wash your ass, don't you? You know? Yeah, she was trying to be funny. So then I poked my head out of the shower and I explained to her. I was like, no, babe. It's our toothbrush. We live together, damn it. If anything, her breath is making my ass smell worse. That's all I'm saying. I'll leave you with this. This is a very symbiotic relationship, what's happening now. The comedian-audience relationship. Comedian comes up, they do the best that they can, and then the audience, you give the most that you can back. Right now, everybody's cool, but when that relationship is broken, things go awry. And I'll give you, a couple years ago, I did a show. A girl got on stage, audience wasn't warm, and then she had a bad set. But it wasn't her fault. She was funny. It was just that the crowd didn't respond. So that affects everybody in the room. And so she got off stage. I felt compelled. I went up to her. I was like, hey, please keep doing stand-up. You're super funny. Don't let that ruffle you. And she listened to that, and a couple years went by, and I found out that this week she's actually going to be on TV for the first time. Yeah, I know. Yes, exactly. So we're so happy for her, but also I'm never helping anyone ever again, dude. Because I'm better than her and she doesn't think that anymore. Do you see what I'm saying? So if you guys continue to be a cool audience, we don't have to accidentally make the next comic famous. Can we get behind that? Yeah? All right, sick. You guys have been great. Keep it going for your host, Stephen Shaw.